Good evening. This is not a sermon for one church, one mosque, one temple, or one tradition. This is a call to the human conscience. Across the world today, humanity is standing at a dangerous moral crossroads. Wars are grinding down the innocent. Children are growing up under bombs and fear. Families are fleeing homes. Over 239 million people are in urgent need. This is not a political or economic problem alone. This is a moral crisis. What has happened to the human conscience? When suffering becomes normal, conscience is in danger. When war becomes routine, conscience is in danger. The world suffers because decent people become too tired, too distracted, or too afraid to do what is right. Our traditions teach that human beings were not created to live without responsibility for one another. In the Hebrew tradition, Amos cries out, "Let justice roll down like waters, and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream." That is not soft religion. That is not private spirituality only. That is public morality. Justice is required. Jesus challenges us. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Our traditions meet at one moral river. Human life is sacred. Justice is required. Compassion is strength. Truth matters. What is happening today is not a crisis of resources. It is a crisis of moral arrangement. We have the tools, but not the will. This is the contradiction of our age. We are advanced in tools, but often underdeveloped in conscience. The world is not lacking power. The world is lacking moral direction. And when power loses direction, it becomes dangerous. Government without conscience becomes oppression. Business without conscience becomes exploitation. Religion becomes hypocrisy. Too many people believe nothing can change. That is the most dangerous crisis of all, the death of moral imagination. So what must we do? First, leaders must recover the meaning of stewardship. Leadership is temporary custody of public trust. Second, citizens must reject tribal blindness. We must defend truth even when it is done by our own side. Third, religious communities must stop blessing silence. Faith is not an escape from responsibility, it is a call to it. Fourth, each individual must ask, where am I needed? No one is permitted to wound the world carelessly. One person says, I will not lie, I will not hate, I will not be silent while the innocent are crushed. Courage spreads. Let us imagine a different world, a world where the measure of greatness is how the nation treats the poor and the stranger. This world will come when conscience wakes up in public. May we refuse to grow numb. May we refuse to make peace with cruelty. When the world is on fire, conscience must not sleep. Let justice rise. Let compassion move. Let courage speak. This has been The Moral Horizon. Let conscience lead. I am Dennis Jah. Good night.